Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 between Th000 and Tara here on, oh my gosh, I want to say Last Refuge. There we go, Last Refuge. We see Tara spawning as the yellow undead on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, on the top right, we have Th000 spawning as the purple human. Human vs. Undead, Mountain King, the hero of choice here in game number 2. And I am a little, well, no, not too surprised by it. There is a mercenary camp on this map, which really allows human players to play their style of game. Troll Trapper now taking a bit of damage here. There goes one Trapper, there goes two Troll Trappers, as the Militia now making their way forward. Mountain King, Footmen now on their way over here. You can see that there is a Death Knight. The Death Knight may try to bring up some skeletal minions, and the Mountain King is still off over here with no Congo line of Militia yet. That does come as a bit of a surprise. Normally, you do see a Congo line of Militia, and oh, we may see a 4-unit surround, and yes, we do. A beautiful, beautiful 4-unit surround as the Death Knight gonna end up using a Scroll of Town Portal to get away. Footmen now joining in, and now we should be seeing the Militia being called over. That was a perfect play by Th000. A 4-unit surround to force a Scroll of Town Portal, and now that gives him the opportunity to clear out this Rock Golem creep camp as the Militia quickly make short work of the Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Alright, high damage all across the board. You can see the Mountain King Manual of Health right there. Slow being cast onto that Militia. The Militia perhaps needs to get away. Nope. Yes, it does do exactly that. And now this Mountain King sitting at level 2 picks up Devotion Aura for all of his units and also has a Tome of Intelligence. A little bit of a lucky play there as we see a Troll Berserker now being added to this group. Mountain King sitting at level 2, very close to level 3. Meanwhile, the Death Knight is taking this opportunity to do a little bit of creeping of his own, hoping to get to level 2. Mountain King doing the traditional build that is so common to Last Refuge and Echo Isle, clearing out the mercenary camp, then establishing an expansion here at the expansion location using the additional gold. And that additional gold will end up just hiring a lot of mercenaries until we get to tier 2. A very, very common strategy to try and make up for the fact that you are going to be behind in tech if you set up an expansion. But the mercenary units are normally tier 1.5 anyways, and with the addition of heal and slow and the Berserker, it really does boost the amount of damage and longevity of that human army. Death Knight now trying to make some rounds here. You see another illusion come into play, both of them without that Wand of Illusion, so the Mountain King may not necessarily know which one is the right one, decides not to chase it, but the Mountain King does have +4 stats. +4 stats across the board. It makes him look essentially like a level 4 or maybe even a level 5 Mountain King, except for abilities. Mountain King may try to come in here with the steal. You can see down to 234 hit points. Oh, there is the 1-2 steal as it gets taken down very easily. Mountain King may try to steal this Troll Trapper as well. And oh, that Troll Trapper is so low on hit points. 178. Is he going to try and steal it? Mountain King is still right there. Are we going to see a steal? No, we are not. That would have been enough to steal, as there it goes once more. All right, final Troll Trapper still down over here. Mountain King does deal 225 damage at a level 2 Stormbolt, so he would have been able to just get that experience really, really quickly. Instead, he now comes back with 75 extra mana and takes down the Ogre Magi. Wand of Mana Stealing, very, very nice item if he can get it. Yes, he is going to pick it up and sell it, as the Mountain King does not want the wand, instead wants the gold instead, as he's now using Staff of Teleportation to head back to the Arcane Vault. There's the double Troll Shadow Priest. There's a Clarity Potion being used. There's a Scroll of Regeneration now picking up... actually selling the Circlet of Nobility, picks up a Scroll of Regeneration and a Clarity Potion for himself, and is now just going to be sitting on 2 bases. I cannot imagine what exactly Tara can do. Tara does have that tech advantage, which gives him that second hero, But the problem with trying to ever attack a human base, at least the main base, is that call to arms. If he tries to attack this natural expansion, he will be dealing with some towers, but he does have the ability to summon ziggurats and then upgrade them to spirit towers. If he is able to do exactly that, he will be in a very good spot. As we see, the sacrificial skull has been placed down. Death Knight regenerating hit points very quickly, and now the Death Knight, with the help of that Blight, is essentially upgrading 250% hit points, giving them a very, very strong, just a strong balance here. You can take a look. The Death Knight still down to 500 hit points, even after taking 2 level 2 Stormbolts, and there goes the Arcane Tower. All right, things are looking very good for Tara. Tara now going to be in a little bit of trouble. Meanwhile, the Mountain King comes off over here, picks up some extra items, uses the Clarity Potion, has a Scroll of the Beast, and that level 4 Mountain King is going to have to play the big man on campus. Tara now doing a little bit of chase after all these units. Peasants getting taken down here one at a time. There goes another peasant as well, as the Death Knight sits rather comfortably at level 3. Meanwhile, the Lich is still sitting at level 1 with maximum mana. All right, here we go. We are looking in for a fight here. We see Meat Wagons in position, as the Meat Wagon attempting to take out some of these peasants, or sorry, some of these Nerubian towers. The Nerubian tower looks like it will get taken down without much of an issue. The Fend really causing a bit of problems, as we may be seeing a little bit of healing come in here soon. All right, there's a Stormbolt, takes down one Acolyte. There is a Death Coil, takes down a Footman, as both sides are really just trying to focus down unit after unit. All right, Meat Wagon is getting repaired, but it looks like it is still going to get taken down. There it goes. And oh, what's going to be happening next? Death Knight sitting at level 3. Mountain King sitting, I believe, at level 4, upgrading to tier 2. And there is the Ogre Mauler, as the peasants should really be working to get some extra gold here. The extra gold would definitely be helpful, as he needs to get to 50 supply. His opponent sitting at 36 over 40. And even though I would say Th000 has lost more overall, because he has this expansion, he can actually afford to lose a little bit more and still be ahead in this game. Lich sitting now at level 2. There it goes. Guard Tower is about to fall. Death Knight still sitting at level 3, as peasant after peasant may end up falling. This is not going to be a good spot. Meanwhile, the Mountain King, if he can get to level 5 extremely quickly, that is going to flip the script. All of a sudden, a level 5 Mountain King against a level 3 Death Knight, the Mountain King's Stormbolt is almost doing as much damage as the healing on the level 3 Death Knight. That is a very big deal, as the Militia now being brought over. Frost Armor now coming in as well. You can see Death Coil trying to save some units, and it looks like one Crypt Fiend will get taken down. There it goes. Mountain King still needs a little bit more experience to get to the next level, and if he can do exactly that, that would be a big deal. All right, Crypt Fiend down to 118 hit points. It looks like it will end up getting taken down, but no, another Death Coil saves it in time, and Tara is still just enjoying a very, very comfortable position here, as you see a Mud Golem now just barely hanging on. Frost Armor slowing down all the units. Mountain King sitting at level 4, attempting to take down this Crypt Fiend. The Crypt Fiend pretty much very low on hit, not low on hit points at all. The Death Knight now trying to get away. The Death Knight does have a potion of healing, and he should be using it relatively quickly. Now hides off to the north, ends up taking some damage from the Ogre Lord and the Ogre Magi, and that could be a problem. Death Coil saves the Crypt Fiend there, as the Blood Mage now using the mana battery strategy. The Mountain King, who had no mana moments ago, all of a sudden a very big potent threat, as the Mountain King gonna get to level 5. And once this Mountain King is at level 5, I believe that is gonna be a huge problem. All right, finishing off the Null Warden. There it goes, level 5 now on that Mountain King. Blood Mage has plenty of mana, should be giving it to that Mountain King. Mountain King gonna get up to 260 mana, 300 mana, 320 mana already, and is now ready to perhaps hunt down a Lich or two. All right, Troll Shadow Priest quickly taken down. Lich in a comfortable or uncomfortable spot now, as he does lose a fair bit of mana. Death Knight is still nearby, and the footmen do have the Fen. Mountain King shows up. There is the Stormbolt, takes down a Crypt Fiend. Banish Stormbolt, a nasty 1-2 punch to take down a Crypt Fiend in essentially 1 second. All right, are we going to see it again? Yes, Banish Stormbolt again, as the Mountain King and Blood Mage have just been destroying unit after unit. And the hero level advantage on the Mountain King Blood Mage is really what's just tearing this entire army apart. Level 5 Mountain King with Banish on a Blood Mage is essentially 2-skilling all of these units. All right, are we going to see it again? That could be happening here in just a moment. Mountain King is right there, has a fair bit of mana. There goes another Crypt Fiend. Blood Mage down to 110 mana. Death Knight down to 61, as there is more Siphon mana now coming in. Mountain King trying to just take down all these... Oh, beautiful, beautiful plays, and that is the GG. I cannot believe how many kills a single Mountain King could get with that mana battery strategy, as Infi dominates the last 2 minutes of the game here for an epic comeback. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Game 2. Please stay tuned for Game number 3.